Welcome to the Take It Home podcast, the podcast so bad we really should just take it home. I am one of your hosts, Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at Doc Simmons17. Today we got the crew limping in with those smooth jazz vibes for some of us. But I'll give the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Zach Hendricks. Find me on all social media at Z Hendricks Brand. And then check out Country Air at Country Air Official and Country Air Brand on all the social medias.
And
And I'll pass it off to the senior official. My bad.
No problem.
What's up, guys? Referee Perch. You can find me at PerchXLV, # for the ref brand, and Waffles. Take It Home podcast.
Waffles. Perch, you were all over. How was the breakfast?
Breakfast situation was phenomenal. We had some Tim Hortons, had some Cracker Barrel, bringing Maki Ito and Rina Yamashita to the Tim Hortons. It was incredible, and to see all the donuts and everything, it was great. A good bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a coffee, and blueberry muffin from the Tim Hortons. Good double stack of pancakes, and bacon eggs from the Cracker Barrel. Very good food on the road.
And Zach, how was your breakfast hunt? I know you made breakfast one day.
Yeah, I made breakfast. I made some Mickey waffles and cheesy scrambled eggs. Got the fire sauce from Taco Bell to put on. It's pretty good. I feel like I had breakfast another day too. I don't remember. Oh, I had cereal today. There we go. Golden Grams.
Hey, there you go. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Me and K Dizzle went to Yaya's, Yolanda's, Yola's. It's a little like breakfast cafe around here that we don't get to go to very often because we always think about it on Sundays and it closed on Sundays. But got up early on a Saturday to get out there. Had a delicious like peanut butter and banana waffle. It wasn't like regular peanut butter, like a peanut butter sauce with bananas diced on top. It was very good. And then Sunday had me a peanut butter and jelly blueberry bagel. It was also very good. Getting all that protein early in the morning. Now, let's hear from the dulcet tones of Smooth Jazz 105.9 resident DJ Perch for that banger of the week.
Coast to coast, you are somewhere in time.
That's the East Coast. That's the DMV Smooth Jazz channel when I was younger. 105.9.
105.9. Oh, that's great. I've been listening to some Art Bells. We've got some East of the Rockies. You're on the air. Hello. Yeah, some good late night radio to get us through the late nights. And the best is the little music that they play in and out of the radio program. And a big tune that we were listening to hit us at about 3, 4 in the morning. Midnight in the Desert, Crystal Gale. Damn good song. Banger of the week. Yeah, from the Art Bell program. Yeah, great song. It feels like you are driving through the desert. As the name Midnight in the Desert implies.
they got it right on point. Like, whoa, we got this one. We got this one.
At one point, we found ourselves in the middle of nowhere, trapped between a train and another train and a third train, and a cemetery to our side. So we were like boxed in, and we had to wait and turn around and flip around. It was a whole ordeal.
No, yeah, nothing worse than one train in your way.
Yeah, it was over a set of train tracks just to be stuck by 2 more sets of train tracks in front, and one train wasn't moving at all, and one went and stopped and then wasn't restarting. Crazy at 2 in the morning in the middle of nowhere. So, needless to say, this song, Banger of the Week, got us through some times, and it was needed. It was a strange ordeal, but we made it through.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, there are some train tracks down here. Right before you hit downtown, depending on which way you're coming in, and it is the worst thing when that train hits. And if you're going that way, you have the chance of running into that train like 2 or 3 times. So once you get stuck once, you're just like, God, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst. All right, fellas, gentlemen, gentle cats. What did we watch this week? I know it's been a long week. Let's go with Zach. Did you catch anything this week?
Yeah, I watched. I've been watching a lot of watched a lot of Coastal Championship wrestling. I watched mostly the Crown, their tag title matches, which just eventually would love to get back out to Coastal Championship wrestling, and obviously we go back out, have a target we would want to go after, and those guys are two behemoth men. So just been watching them. I watched them have a match with TSF. Uh, a
I've watched that one. Or those, they
Yeah,
have like 2 of them on there. I've watched both of them.
and then them versus South American Alliance. What else? Oh, Rico De La Vega and I forgot who the other guy was, but the
Yeah, I
homie
watched it.
Rico. Yeah, but then I seen watched a couple of Daisy Kill matches. Just like was randomly watching a lot of Coastal Championship on the YouTube. I was like, oh, let's just watch this. Oh, that's a familiar face. And then
Yeah,
just kept watching. Then I watched some of our matches too. Just simple ones like us against the Apocalypse, us versus Fly Death again, and then yeah, that was about it.
yeah.
Um,
I just really wish that camera had been better for that match.
yeah,
That's the only thing. But that was like 2 very fun matches. 2 very, yes, different, kind of different matches than what we usually work, but not too different. Good clash of styles, I feel, in those matches.
yeah.
Um, Perch, what have you been watching?
Yeah, it was a good AEW last week. Really enjoyed the FTR being out there, and Jarrett and the guys coming out with 2 guitars and smashing them. All hell breaking loose. That was a good old school brawl on a Wednesday night. Um, Dr. Britt and Akira Shida against Ruby and Tony Storm. That was very fun to watch too. Good fight. Good action the entire way. Moxley beasting out there. They took Kenny out. Feud continues. Yeah, just heating up, continuing to big gang warfare on
Yep,
AE.
yep, the arena match. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And Jericho against Roderick Strong, they battled everywhere in that arena. That was sweet.
Yes, that was. And some smart guys at Roddy and Adam Cole. Yes, yeah, falls count anywhere match.
Yeah.
We're out of the building now.
Yeah, I was thinking about the beauty of professional wrestling is being able to have a match where you set your own stipulations and you creatively find a way to make whatever those stipulations are work to the grandest way.
Yeah.
So, what makes professional wrestling special is you can have that kind of a match that 15, 20 minutes into it, you get a twist like that. And that's like a beautiful little gift of professional wrestling for you. Here's one of 7 matches, handcrafted personally for your enjoyment.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one was super fun. Um, Definitely. Anything else?
um, yeah, Rouge going nuts.
Yeah.
just ruthless.
Beat the
Rapping and
hell out of Jack Perry.
yeah, just deliberate whooping. That one stuck with me. That was good.
I
And then
think
watching live Jimmy Lloyd against Rena Yamashita was damn good match. Very fun to watch. And Alex Shelley against Alec Price was a damn good match to watch as well.
nice. Yeah. I also watched the Dynamites. Yeah, that Jack Perry Roosh match was great. I love how Roosh doesn't have the wins, but man, they keep him looking strong. Like he is not somebody to mess with because he beat the hell out of Jack Perry. Thought it was very interesting, just the structure of the show in general with hype videos and promos from the pillars to, hype up their match this weekend, I believe it is. So really enjoyed that. What else was on that? Orange Cassidy just challenging 20 people to defend the All Atlantic or International Championship now. Going back and having 2 interviews with Renee, being very bothered and like really don't want to do this. But that was very good. AEW, the home of eye patches. We get Adam Page shows up, another eye patch. But I don't know what's up with the AEW wrestlers just attacking the eyes, but we got a lot of solid snakes, liquid snakes out there. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan of it. I think I want Adam Page would be a good. I think I tweeted out Adam Page would be a good guy to relaunch the Escape from series, Escape from LA, Escape from New York. I think he'd be a good Snake Cliff Pilson. I always forget his last name. Make a good snake. Look the part. I think we can do a nice little cowboy one. But yeah, Dynamite was very good.
A good Snake Plissken.
Pliskin, that's how you pronounce it. Yes. There we go. We can do we can do Escape from Virginia. That's where he's from. That's perfectly fine. Virginia can be maybe the next, or I guess probably more scientifically accurate. Maybe we get an Escape from Florida. Florida's another state that's probably about to go. But no, yeah, Dynamite was really good. More Best of the Super Juniors. I don't know if I talked about night 2, but that was awesome. I believe that's where we had the Taguchi and Leo Rush match. Not sure, but we had Kushida versus TJP, 2 highly technical wrestlers, just going back and forth. Crazy pins, really enjoyed it. Some more of that good-looking Yoshinobu Kanemaru, really working that figure 4. Guess he abandoned the DDT, but really enjoyed that. Watched a little bit of night 3. Clark Connors and Yo, very good. I think it's always interesting. I mean, I guess this is now like the second time I've seen it, but like their Gaijin factions, they kind of build them the same way. I wasn't there for the Bullet Club formation, so I don't know if that was formed, how like that's been built. But looking at United Empire when they first started and this new look Bullet Club, there are a lot of parallels to how they have been built up so far, and really enjoying that. Doki, one of I think most underrated guys. He's had a couple good nights. Him and TJP in night 3 has been very good. TJP coming aggressive, and Doki is just that like home built baby face that just the crowd loves. For his, he's clearly a heel, but it's just one of those things. You're the home built boy. The crowd just loves you. But yes, that has been very good. I finally watched that triple threat between Kenny Omega, Daniel Bryan, and Tyler Black from Ring of Honor that we had seen popped up on the recommended. Always interesting to see young Kenny Omega before he had it all figured out. He's still a young lion, I guess, kind of, or just newer on the scene. Being the lackey, it's just very interesting to see. Brian crazy with the double submissions, double cattle mutilation, looks sick. Um, yeah, just a good week of watching wrestling. But I know more importantly, we had a good weekend of doing the wrestles. Zach, why don't we start? How was RCW?
RCW was super fun. They do a thing, new talent showcase. So they just like every time before the show, they said they want to do a couple matches, inviting in new talent so the crowd can see see people they expect to see in the future on those shows. And we were the main event of the new talent showcase. We took on the Bruisers, and I'll say they lived up to the name,
Yeah, they lit you up a couple times.
bro. I will give credit where credit's due. I think that was the worst chop I've ever taken in my life.
Oh, all right.
It was on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a loud one. Like my reaction was real.
Yeah, that one was like, wow, that one sucked. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I want, like, I ain't gonna play hard. Like, that was the worst job I've ever taken in my life.
All right, all right.
But
But
no, it was better though. No, it made it feel a little better. So, because sometimes these bruises get a little itchy and get a little scratchy, but we out here getting W's.
yeah, I was trying to find a lead into that too, a play on that. But yeah, Bruisers, they lived up to the name. Beat the hell out of us, beat the hell out of Zach, mostly, thank God. It's always enjoyable when I don't take the brunt of the beating. um, but yeah, your classic speed versus power match, and country air. We got more than enough speed, and we apparently have more than enough air with that itchy and scratchy show.
Yes, sir. Don't know when we'll be back, but definitely know we will be back. Got some opportunities to watch other people wrestle. Doug Basham in the main event. Got to talk to him a little bit and get some advice and good knowledge for tag team wrestling that we'll definitely be playing forward and planning on using in the forward future.
Playing on
Whatever.
using in the future
Words are hard today.
or going forward.
Words hard. I'm done. About to speak like
Yeah,
Yeti, bro.
Doug Basham, great. Great to watch him wrestle. Great to see him work everybody. With the injury that peel the curtain back. He didn't tell anybody about that he was going to fake an injury, so everybody thought it was real, including the refs. So to say professional would be an understatement. But very good show, nice venue, crowd was super hot, crowd was super into us, which is always appreciated, especially in situations like this where that's probably what's necessary for us to come back. We just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for Bruce Dillon for bringing us in, and hope to see you again soon.
Yes, sir.
All right, Perch, how was your weekend?
Very fun weekend. Game Changer Wrestling was in the Midwest. We had two venues, one on Saturday and Sunday. We were in Detroit on Saturday for Game Changer Wrestling, The Way I Am. Harpo's Nightclub, Detroit, one of my favorite venues in the entire country. Always a loud, raucous atmosphere. The big stage, the ring is set on the pit right below the stage. There's a balcony that sits over it, and there's a stage seating, and there's pit seating. It is made for professional wrestling. I think Harpo's will go down as a legendary wrestling venue, and we're creating the history to make it such. Very, very cool and mystic, to say the least. uh, Very fun matches there. The first match of the night that I had was Charles Mason against Richie Boy, legend from Detroit. It was sadistic, evil, nasty. Charles Mason cut a scathing promo. Richie Boy comes out. Crowd goes nuts. He cuts a good promo representing the 20 years that he's been in the business, representing the Detroit area. Yeah, it was very cool. And by the end of it, I got pulled out of the ring, brought back in. And by the time I came back in, Richie Boy was being choked out by a belt.
Yeah.
So I called for it, ripped Mason off, and end end of end of match.
We'll just end it right here.
And yeah, we've got the ability to end matches just like in UFC, a knockout, a KO, TKO. Pro wrestling definitely presents its own variations and forms of a TKO
Yes.
or a KO. Yeah, it's the real deal. Very fun match. Next one I had was John Wayne Murdoch against Crazy King in a death match, and that was wild, crazy. Yeah, lots of action. They kept it inside the ring, which was good. John Wayne Murdoch ends up hitting the destroyer through a door. Crazy, crazy action. Or maybe through a mound or something. And then intermission, and then right after intermission, I had the scramble match. So a little back-to-back action. So on any given night, you have to be prepared for anything.
Yep. Card can get pulled anytime.
Yep. So if it's a big 15-minute death match followed by intermission, followed by a 12-minute scramble match, you got to be ready. And that's why we have multiple shirts.
Perch is known to sweat through a couple.
Yeah. So I went through at least 2 or 3 this day. And my next match was a scramble match with Cole Radrick, Caleb Conley, Alec Price, Davey Bang, and August Matthews. Very cool match. Enjoyed every moment of it. Those are good homies, really good dudes. People who I've traveled with, around the world with, and learned pro wrestling right alongside. Especially the Bang Bros, working in Chicago when we first started setting up and tearing down rings. Cole has been there since starting working shows, freelance underground. Yeah, good people. Alec Price is on another level right now, going back to that podcast we had. Yeah, good match all around. And Cole ends up picking up the victory in Detroit. Yeah, good time. Fight TV, it's got it all. And these are definitely 2 shows worth checking out. And the next day, we were in Columbus, Ohio for GCW Save Me, I believe. And that was Valleydale Ballroom. This is an old school, early 1900s ballroom, giant ceilings. Almost looks like the Titanic. There is a lot of history of old school bands. I took a picture of Gene Krupa, who was on the wall, the inventor of the drum solo.
Bold statement, I feel.
So this place has got some history, to say the least. Benny Goodman and the big bands, Duke Ellington, Gene Krupa, just the earliest music, Glenn Miller. Yeah, you can feel the history. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. It's an honor to really play at these venues. The nightclub that has all the rock and roll bands the night before, and this ballroom that has had just about any origin of music and bands playing in it. um, Very cool time. And working the door at both of them. That's why we got the smooth radio voice today. Because working the door and greeting every fan as they walk in 2 nights in a row, that takes a lot of voice, staying hype and staying up, staying ready. uh, but yeah, I had a great time. First match of the night I had that night was Gringo Loco versus Ninja Mac. Great time. Great time. On paper, it could be Chicago versus Texas, but in travels, it's also Japan versus Mexico, and taking place right here in Columbus, Ohio, with a referee from Milwaukee calling it right down the middle. Very cool match. Seeing the arsenal of offense and even defense between these two is incredible. They do stuff that I think only they can do, which sets them apart from everybody else in the world. And doing it at such a high level. This was such a fun match. Ninja Mac is fun to work with. When he's on the outside of the ring, he unties a couple of shoelaces. I was going to tie the shoelaces, but people didn't even have enough lace to tie him with. I felt bad for them all of a sudden. but those goofy things in pro wrestling, they loved it. It's a moment, and very fun. The next match I had of the night was the closer, the GCW World Title match between Mance Warner and Masha Slamovich. Working the door earlier in the day, seeing all the fans lined up, bringing signs, wearing shirts, the anticipation for Mance Warner and knowing he was the number one contender going into that day was heavy. People were really pulling for him. And that was a great match. The first GCW World Title match that I've been able to referee for. There was a moment. Hey, thank you. We were there when Ref Adam Galt got put through a table on his birthday in New York, and Nick Gage lost the title. I was the ref to come in and be the strip it away from Nick Gage and give it to Masha. Luckily, went quiet. Didn't have any heat for that, which is great. It was done respectfully. Goes to show. But yeah, this was the first time we had a match, an official world title match, which was very cool. And during the introductions, Masha exited the ring, picked up a chair, and smashed Mance Warner. So it started abruptly. Yeah, it was fun. Before I knew it, there were chairs in the ring, doors in the ring. They were brawling throughout the entire place, covered in blood. There was a brawl and a scene that went down that day. Screwdriver was involved. Yeah, grotesque. But
Screwdriver, very popular weapon nowadays.
Yeah, it's a hot item.
Made everybody's America. Wish list, everybody's Christmas list.
It wasn't foreign. It was made in the USA, so I allowed it.
No foreign objects.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was a good match. It ended with at one point Mance Warner was out on the apron, and Masha choked him out. I went through the apron to check on Mance, and by the time I looked, he was out cold. So called for the match right there, and went down to do our best to bring Mance back to reality. We got the referees back and helped him out, and nursed him back awake. But winner and still champion Masha Slamovich, an incredible, intense main event. Very fun, very cool. Another cool moment was for the Gringo Loco Ninja Mac match. Announcer Kirby was in town. So he was there the day before in Detroit, and he was there in Columbus. He rode with, and he ended up earning a spot announcing on the show. So cool moment, awesome spots. When you work hard, treat people fairly, earn respect, respectfully go about handling the business in professional wrestling. It's pretty cool to see moments like that come about too. And before you know it, you have a couple of people from around home representing a match, going out to people all over the world. Very cool, cool moment. Fun show.
Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Good, good, good. Looks like everybody had a very fun weekend. Saw some things we didn't think we would see. But did you expect that from top guys? That's where we gonna be one day. So why don't we move on to topic for tonight, which was it's finally seeming like it's hot out here in the Midwest. So why don't we talk about what we are excited for this summer? We are three guys that came up on the fair shows in the summer. We have graduated a little from it just as opportunities have come, but we still always look forward to the summer. It brings back good memories. So I wanted to see what everybody's excited for this year. I'll start. First on the list, it's got to be Taco Fest with Mondo Lucha. Really looking forward to that because that will be the official debut of Country Air at Mondo Lucha. So something that me and Zach have worked towards, basically since day one, and that is finally coming true. And I'm also excited for Return to the West Coast. We'll get into that a little bit later, but it's been probably a year, a little more than that, since we were last out there. So really happy to be back. New town, same promotion, but new towns, new matches. Matches we're very excited for that I'll talk about later, but super excited for that. The fair shows we will be on, there are few and far between, but we did manage to snag a couple. Unfortunately, won't be at Portage again this year, which Portage is probably my favorite fair of the summer to wrestle at. But unfortunately, the other thing I'm excited for is a vacation with the homies back home. I will have a chance to go home for about 4 or 5 days and just relax, chill with the kids I grew up with, and pretend that we're 16 again. Hopefully, my body holds out. Yeah, I don't think it will, but we're going to try. But yeah, it's shaping up to be a fun summer. We've got new states, I think, on the horizon, at least a bunch of new promotions. So really looking forward to this summer. It's going to be hot. Perch, what are you excited for?
Yeah, this is going to be a very fun summer. I'm really hoping to make some of the Summer Sizzler tour. Don't know where, don't know when, but I want to hop on and catch a couple of fair shows and work with all the students and get some more fair show reps. Nothing hits quite like a good fair show. You mentioning Portage County, my goodness, talk about summers and how fun they are in pro wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm a winter fan. I like the cold. I like mild temps. Sometimes it's super hot and I can't escape the heat in the summertime, but professional wrestling makes it all that much better. Uh, Coming up, big time opportunity in July, returning back to Japan. Really excited for. Uh, Incredible, incredible place to learn and study professional wrestling. And we'll be back with GCW at the Shinkiba first ring. Yeah, I think a whole new crew of people, and it'll be amazing to see the Japanese fans and wrestlers and the the pals that we've made along the way. So I'm really excited for that coming up in July. And plenty more shows. East Coast a little bit more, some more New York, New Jersey. Really excited to venture out to the East Coast more and more frequently. Understanding Midwest professional wrestling is so cool, and one step at a time, and gradually uncovering the entire country, and starting in Wisconsin, then a little bit more Illinois, then the Midwest, now a little bit of the East Coast, a little West Coast when the times work out. But yeah, right now really diving into the East Coast. So looking forward to more action this summer, and maybe even see the Atlantic Ocean during the summertime.
Oh, you
Do
have
people
not
do
seen?
people swim in the Atlantic Ocean in the
Yeah,
summertime?
yes, we do. It is. I believe it's the colder one. But yes,
Ooh,
yes, we do. We do swim in the Atlantic. I don't, but I have seen it happen.
cool, cool. I'm looking forward to the boardwalk in Atlantic City, right outside the showboat and the Hard Rock Casino with that big
Yeah,
Ferris
you
wheel.
don't really see people swimming too much off off Atlantic City.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think you would probably see that too often.
But I'll definitely walk barefoot and
Yeah,
maybe get a little feet in the water.
but yeah, I'm sure somebody will be out there if it's during summer. East Coast summers are different, so I'm sure somebody will be out there.
Mhm.
Nice. Zach, what are you looking forward to this summer?
Like you said, Taco Fest. I unfortunately have never got to experience Taco Fest wrestling wise. I think I've been maybe Taco Fest once for Mondo Lucha when I was really my first year in wrestling when Doc first got on. But since then, have never done a Taco Fest. And no, I didn't do a Taco Fest then. Ate tacos though.
I was
Um,
gonna say because I'm. Is there a picture of me, you, and Perch
yeah,
there?
yeah. I
Of that?
didn't wrestle there.
Yeah.
I just had tacos there.
Yes, which were delicious.
Yeah, I was saying like that's all I was saying. Like I was only there once, never to wrestle, so I'm looking forward to it this time because you get to wrestle for Mondo Lucha ass country air, so that'd be super fun. I was piggybacking off that because I know you're like me. You have pretty much similar ones.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, looking forward to the fair shows.
Have we had any singles matches this year so far?
Oh yeah, yeah. You and what's it, Omen?
Oh, yep. Me and Omen, you and Steve.
Yeah, yep. Right after we won the Bruce A tag belts.
Yep.
Yeah,
There we go.
but yeah, maybe possibly winning some tag belts over the summer. You never know. No, we really want to fill up the T-shirt design and make CP Hart's job harder.
Yeah, we
Like,
gotta like we're making our graphics guy and our gear guy work very hard.
you're putting in the dollars, bro. But no, yeah, looking forward to like new states. Like, nothing set in stone, but had a lot of good messages in the office. The secretary's taking care of it, as some would say. But
Secretary probably needs a raise.
she ain't getting no raise. But
But
what was
yeah,
I about to? No, and Wisconsin Dells. Looking forward to the Dells too. I know it's like off of wrestling, but
no,
Dells
I,
trip's
I
super
threw
cool.
one in off of wrestling. I'm excited to go back home.
Oh, besides, no, I'm looking forward to fair shows, but not just fair shows. I like the over weekend fair shows, like where you get the hotel with everyone.
Yeah,
And sometimes when the cards play it just right, like I enjoy when it falls on a pay-per-view weekend. So then like you wrestle, everyone orders pizza, and someone has the pay-per-view somewhere. You put it on in someone's room, and everyone's just sitting in the room hanging out, watching wrestling with their friends.
I mean, yeah, that'll be us this weekend for is AEW on Sunday?
Yeah, so
That'll
we
probably
got
be
two
us.
nights of we got 2 nights of I told him one bed because
Yeah, why not? It's like
No,
save
I'm
your money.
kidding. Wait for Christina. I was hoping Christina would here.
She's went away for a moment.
Oh, perfect. She don't know that we use the other bed for the gear bags. I was kidding. No, yeah, 2 nights. So yeah, it's definitely like that. But like like when we go down to Portage or something like Detroit, like someone's room, like I feel like it's always your guys' room, like you, Mav, and all of them, and everyone just walk in and like migrate, everyone just be on the beds watching like wherever the pay-per-view was. Or that one time where we took over the hotel's the downstairs hotel TV
Yep, that was a good one.
with the couches and all that. That was like super relaxing. I always like those nights. Like
Or
the
even when what was it? Oh no, you weren't there yet. So was it all in? I think we went to a bar, but had the whole crew there.
I
Yeah.
know you guys did yeah, you guys did all in separately, but when we did the galley overnight trip, we did the double or AEW's first pay-per-view at the bar. And that was like the first time we met Chico Suave.
Okay.
Because Chico showed up and then that was when El Castador de Pumas debuted for Bruce City the next day.
All right. No, but yeah, those are always fun times watching wrestling with the homies. Hopefully, get one of those in this year.
Oh yeah. It was in like SummerSlam. I mean, yeah, SummerSlam. No one said that. Looking forward to SummerSlam. Uh yeah, got a new one on the board.
Yep.
But isn't SummerSlam somewhere like close by this year?
Maybe I have like been focused on where WrestleMania is
Let
mostly.
me see where SummerSlam's gonna be. I feel like it's like in Nashville or something. Like, no, I don't know. Somewhere.
Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. Yeah, it's not too far.
Yep, Detroit. Good one.
Detroit is live for professional wrestling for real. There was an article in the PWI magazine, and shout out to this latest issue of PWI magazine.
Hell
Uh, they,
yeah.
they had a good one on Detroit professional wrestling and how much the fans love it out there. But also the article, reading it, got the good old copy in the mail, and saw a page devoted to Sierra. My goodness, how sweet was that?
Yeah, that
Uh,
was a good
Full
one.
page article, awesome picture by 3 Count at Turner Hall Ballroom. Could spot that picture from anywhere. You can tell exactly who took it and where it was.
Yep. Yep, definitely get those 3 count photo. Yeah,
Incredible. Incredible.
good. It's good. Zach, we got to get you on the board, man. You enjoy.
Uh, I'm like, the forgotten son. Like,
You and Joey, y'all two are next on the board.
I think it's gonna be Joey. Joey's definitely next. I think I'm gonna get Chucky's on the board. I mean, like,
There's
if I'm being honest, like, there's a lot more people that are probably getting on the board before me.
I wouldn't say that.
shout out to a moment later on in the magazine. Picture of Maki Ito and Nick Gage going nuts on Effie and Allie. My arm is prominently displayed on the left side on the left side of it too.
Yeah.
So we made our little spot. We're working for that full page eventually.
Yep.
But
Same.
Sierra's
Like
out
I
there.
know Country Air has definitely been mentioned in the results area. I know. I've seen
I
it.
know Perch. I know Perch made like the regular meme pages where like sometimes you'll see a wrestling meme pop up.
Yeah.
I know Perch made one of those. I was go scrolling through and said if wrestling's fake, explain this. And it was like Perch reffing the blow up doll match.
Okay.
And like there's Perch right there, and the guy's like doing the flippy, and like I think it's when he took the code red or something.
All right.
Yoshiko is a very, very formidable champion. Not
Yeah.
blow up doll. There's nothing blow up. No air either. It's
Yeah.
heavy.
No disrespect. I was trying to think of what's the best way. Like, if you were to explain me, you would say like the tumbleweed because I have a lot of hair.
The tumbleweed looking guy.
Yeah.
What are they? They
But
just
yeah,
announced
Mao
Yoshihito.
Mao is the true warrior in that moment.
Yeah.
Really working that and proving just how amazing Mao is in professional wrestling. Incredible. Guy
I
brings
know.
it.
Yeah, I think GCW announced today Yoshiko's return, and Marcus Mathers put his hat in there to get that match. So we'll see.
Yeah, awesome setup.
Nice, nice. Yeah. God, I forgot where we were. We were talking about things we were excited for this summer. Why don't we move on to what we actually got this weekend? Let's start with Perch this time.
This weekend, maybe the first time in quite some time, where it's a weekend off of professional wrestling. So going to rest the body, rest the voice, get some good family time in there. I'm definitely working my regular job to give back to all the weekends that I take off. I'm saying, hey, here's the first Saturday in probably a year plus, and I will volunteer to work. So we'll be putting in the grind for all those who are taking it easy.
No problem. Zach, we are the coast to coast guys this week.
Yes, sir. You know, going coast to coast, starting on Friday night, long trip to Milwaukee.
The world famous Lapika Lounge, number 3.
To get back our golden jacket tag titles, whatever you want to call them, tag jackets. TAU, they've been I mean, they've been successful, but last month ended in some shenanigans or what debauchery or whatever you want to call it. Someone pinned someone, someone pinned someone, someone pinned someone. So we're running it back. Fourth wall. TAU, NDS, and Country Air for the Golden Jackets.
Yep, this is the Terminator 2 Judgment Day of this triple threat. First one, I think we kind of set it on fire. A lot of things people hadn't seen. I think we are going to just up it. 3 teams very hungry for the title, and or 2 teams very hungry for the title, 1 champion hungry to return to retain. There you go. That's why
words are hard today.
Yep, words are hard. That's why we're a tag team. And then after that, we are going to catch a very early flight to Reno, Nevada, to then drive 2 hours to Winnemucca.
Winnemucca.
Yep, for All Pro Wrestling out there.
The greatest wrestling show on earth is what it's called. Where it's Saturday and Sunday night. Show I believe starts at 6:30.
Yep, I think this is our first fair show of the year.
First fair show of the year. We're beating Brew City to it. And definitely another interesting tag team that will be there is a Midnight Heat. They've done some AEW dark matches. They've done some Ring of Honor tapings. Like some dark matches for Ring of Honor. They've been in Defy, Hollywood Championship Wrestling. So just a tag team out there doing the right things and getting it done.
A tag team that's places where we want to be. It'll be a good litmus test for Country Air.
I mean, Midnight Heat, if you guys are free Saturday or Sunday night.
All you boys. But yeah, really look forward to this one. Happy to be going back. Hopefully get a chance to stop by that toy store again. Check it out. But yeah, really looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, and then like the Nugget will be. I love Miss Nugget, and then we'll have some pay-per-view nights.
Do you think we'd be staying at the Nugget?
I don't know. Like, I'm wondering if we're all gonna have hotels or.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't mind doing the 2 hours, but it just.
Well, I know it's like Steve's gonna say he's picking us up and we're driving. So whatever Steve's doing, that's what we're doing.
Yep.
Right.
Down for whatever. But yeah, really looking forward to being back on the West Side. Can't wait. And I think with that, it's probably time for us to start taking it home. Perch, any final thoughts or questions?
Yeah, the DDT King of DDT tournament finished over the weekend. Was able to catch photos so far from the event, and looks like some incredible matches. I did see who won, Chris Brooks, and I'm excited to play it back and see just how he did. Yeah, so fun wrestling going on over there in the conclusion of the tournament.
Zach, final thoughts or questions?
No, not really. No, I got nothing.
All right, no problem. And for me, as it's been lately, everybody please be safe, take care of yourselves. You are loved and all that there. Be sure to follow us on all the social medias, tell promotions to book us because we like to do the wrestles. Like, share, subscribe, tell us what's up.
One last thing. It just hit me because you said the we care and everything. It's so true. Very is true. It is very true. There was a referee who reached out over the weekend through a referee group chat online, referencing death matches and any insight on death matches. And I provided just a little bit of insight. Someone had mentioned my name, so I offered any, a few words on the matter. It had mentioned that it's very important to have good communication with everybody involved. Safety is number one. Getting to the venue is big, but once you're at the venue, making sure that everyone is able to stay safe and leave the same way you came in. It's a big point. It's a big key. But another thing is sometimes throughout the weekend in professional wrestling, we see and experience things that we don't normally see and experience throughout the week. Whether it's a crazy match or wild, bloody, nasty, whatever it is, stuff that you wouldn't see on a normal Tuesday afternoon. So it's important to have people to talk to have friends, to have family, to have good people where you can just kind of process things. Some people call it, like therapeutic. Otherwise, it's blowing off steam, whatever. But yeah, I love having good brothers, good sisters around, good family to talk shop with and talk professional wrestling with, because we get to experience, go through things that people in normal everyday life don't. So if you ever need to talk about pro wrestling or anything inside of it, we're always here for one another. And, always there to share the experiences.
You know what? I'll take it one step further. In life, generally, communication is key. There are more people that care about you than you know, whether that's family, friends, coworkers. If you are going through something, do not be afraid to talk to those close to you. They are here for you. So do that shit. Please don't have us worried down the line when things become worse and out of control.
Mm-hmm.
That shit sucks. So, yes, take care of yourself. Communicate with each other, please. That would be highly appreciated. And then also would be highly appreciated is if you like, share, and subscribe, and then tell us at the bottom what you are excited for this weekend. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. One.